Good day, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope that everyone had a good week. I'm Kathy W. Welcome to the February 27th chat. Today's chat is about finished crochet and knit items for the week and a few small ones that I made earlier this month. February stash down results, and a chat about an event coming up in March. Maybe take a minute to grab your cup and your yarn. These Friday videos are about crochet, knitting, yarn, and sometimes hints and tips, and it's a place to share with all of you. First, a quick reminder that the Mesh Technique slideshow will be this coming Friday. If you would like your picture included, please email it to me by this coming Tuesday, March 3rd. About events, I have already started planning a Knit City road trip. A friend and I will be meeting up there on Saturday, March 28th. If you are also planning to attend that day, and if you would like to plan a place and a time where we can meet for a cup of tea and a visit while we are all there, please send me an email. The first time I went to Knit City was so much fun, an amazing experience, and I'm looking forward to a lot of fun the second time too. I will put a link to the vendor list in the description box in case you're curious about who all will be there. As always, details about any events and patterns that I mention are in the description box, so you can find more about them if you like. This month I had a few small items and a couple of shawls. So first, a quick mention about those finished items, and then on to the stash down results for February right after that. When it comes to this week's finished items, it will seem like I was extra busy. Not really that busy though, just because 3 of these, they got lost in the flurry of February, and I found these 3 small items when I was gathering things to get ready for Stash Down February. Maybe let's start on those 3 small items that I made. Those were from the first week of February, and then finish off with the ones that I made this week. First, there's 2 baby hats, and these are to match a toddler blanket that I made last month. That blanket was using textured stitches. I used some of the yarn left over after making the blanket, and for both of these hats, I used a 4mm hook, and the yarn was the Ginga AamraGul in the color Honey Glazed. The patterns are the Cozy Baby Beanie hat, which is this one, and also the Crochet Beanie hat tutorial. Now both of these patterns are by Crochet Crosia, Crosia, and they are free patterns on the website. I found the link to this free pattern on Ravelry. And then a project that has been in my queue for such a long time. I have wanted to try making a knot bag for some time, and to make this I used some of the yarn from my Cambridge Fibers Advent 2025 box. This is made using Karen cotton capes in the color Orchid, and the pattern is called Mosu bag. It's designed by Sweet Softies. So I think I did make these 2 handles a little bit shorter than is in the pattern. I don't know for sure, but I do think that I modified it slightly. But it's a cute little bag. I really do like it, and it does fit nicely on my wrist. I'll be using this one when I go for hikes and walks, as the weather is nicer and it's not there's no risk of it being slippery on the sidewalks, and I can carry what I need in this cute little bag when I'm on my walks. And now for the shawls. These are ones that I was busy making this week, and they will be sent to a friend who's coordinating a prayer shawl group in her church. First, a shawl using mesh stitches, and this was designed by Selina Veronique. The pattern is called the Rose Whisper Shawl. To make this, I used 2 yarns, Hobie Horizon, and that color was the color named Northern Light. The number is 16, and these darker colored stripes are in Brava Sport in the color Solstice Heather. At first I planned to do the border in the Brava yarn, but I had to redo it, mostly because there was a lot more body to the horizon, and the border held much better in the Hobie yarn. Also, I did modify the border slightly to use a taller stitch so that it would have more weight and therefore hold the mesh stitches in place a bit more when using this yarn. The hook size that I used for the shawl was 4.5 millimeter. And this week I also made a second shawl, the Agatha reading shawl. For this one, I used Karen Colorama Hello in the color, I think the color Cinnamon Frost, and I used a 6.5 millimeter hook. The yarn was from Cambridge Fibers Advent, and that I think was from 2024's Advent. Oh, and on the last row of the shawl, I did modify it slightly by adding slip stitches in the back loop just to finish the border and add a little finishing edge to the shawl. And finally, the last item that I did the final repeat on was the Textures knit shawl. Now this one is designed by Diane Stavola. Let's see which, this way. I used a 4 millimeter knitting needles for this, and since I used a thinner yarn than the pattern calls for, I needed to add a bunch of extra rows for the length. Now this is a learning experience for me, as there is now a bit of an unexpected situation, and I can put it on and show you. I'm a little disappointed in myself, I will say, because as you can see here, the eyelet areas do not match up. So this front of the shawl, I'm not sure how I feel about that. So I will need to think this over. I need to decide whether to call it a finished item and just weave in the ends, or shall I frog it back and think about how to make these eyelet sections meet. What would you do? I don't know if it's, I don't know what to do. So there we are. But I'm calling it a finished item though at this point. And now for stash down results for February for anyone who is new. This year as I did last year also, I'm weighing projects that I've made with yarns I bought up until December 2025. During February, I was able to finish quite a few items. It was a good month and quite a bit of stash yarn used. Now, I did mention the first ones there. Now, in addition to that, there was the Wild Oleander scarf, and this is by Andrea Williams. So there was another. And these ones that I'm going to mention here, if you want more detail, you can look in the earlier February videos to see what yarns and hooks and that sort of thing that I used. But all of the pattern information is definitely in the description box. This one is the HodgePodge Cowl. It's by Regina P. Designs. And then, the Sprinkles Baby Blanket. There, this is toddler sized, this blanket. And it's nice and warm because I did it in a bulky yarn. I did this one in Premier Toy Box yarn. And then next, the Amour dishcloth. This is by the Kitchen Sink Shop. And finally, the Sugar Plum Delight Round Trivet, and this is by Kirsten, Holloway. So those were the items for February. I used more yarn this year in February than in February 2025. At this time last year, I used 1,039 grams of yarn, and this year for Stash Down 2026, I used 2,122 grams, or 75 ounces, and that's about 21 skeins of yarn used this February, and a total of 11 items finished for the month. One of those was a dishcloth. Now, for fun, I compared all of my month numbers to the 2026 ones, and comparing yarn used and yarn coming in each month. About the yarn coming in, although I have bought no yarn, there have been some gifts of yarn that I'm so grateful for that were coming in this month. Happy Mail received from Aberdeen's Wool, and a second gift received in the mail from an anonymous viewer. This yarn coming in, the amount is similar to 2025 when I had a yarn purchase of 1,000 grams of yarn during February 2025. And this year's February total was 1,085 grams. Thank you so much to Bridget from Queen's Crafts by Bridget for helping me to learn the many ways that it's possible to track Stash Down and to find the way that suits me best. If you'd like to hear a bit about my Stash Down journey, you can pop over to my first video of this year, my January 2nd video, and you can watch Bridget's video to find out some of the many ways to track your yarn used. And now, for anyone who is new, I sometimes find interesting or fun quotes to include at the end of these Friday videos. Today's is one that I found on the internet, and I smiled when I read it. It's by Isabella Albrand. She says, "Every ball of yarn contains countless adventures waiting to be woven." Thank you, everyone, so much for being here, for sharing in your comments and leaving your thumbs. Have a wonderful week. Enjoy your crochet, enjoy your knitting, and I hope to see you next video.